Hey guys, I want to start off the second case study with some more statistics. This time for our Master Sword pendant. It's a Zelda necklace type thing. And this is one of the products we did about $26,000 with over the course of 2 to 3 weeks. I'm going to go ahead and show you the product. I'll show you how we found the product. And then I'll show you guys our sourcing of the product as well as the ads, and then how we went over and did fulfillment and all that cool stuff. So let's get right into it. Everybody, so this is the product. It's a really simple necklace. Right now I have it set up as the free plus shipping offer to do some testing, but when we were selling it at 3 different variants. We had the first one at 1 for $15, the second one at 2 for $25, and then the third one at 3 for $37. Now this is all including $5 shipping that we charge almost all of our customers. So we're selling this necklace for a pretty good bit of money. Now this particular item I found on Watch Count. I was doing some research, I was doing some Zelda research, and it ended up with me searching the word Master Sword. And I went over here, and of course you have like the life-size ones too, which I'm sure will move well. But what interested me was the smaller ones, selling for $5.50 on here, and we had about 300 people come over and try and actually purchase this item at $5. And so I went over to AliExpress. I'll go there now, and we could see I have just a bunch of orders for this particular product, and so it took me a while I was looking up this product to find somebody that I could actually work with who was reputable. But once I did, I used him exclusively for my fulfillment of this item. And let's come over here and take a look at exactly how much I paid for the item itself. So this is the one that I have multiple orders on. It's $42.32 per lot. I'm only paying about $2.30 a piece, and I'm getting free DHL shipping, which is phenomenal. And so I've probably ordered 3,000 or 4,000 of these, at least, to fill and just to send out as customers and then to give as gifts and all of that stuff for a really, really reasonable price. Now, this wasn't the first item that I found on AliExpress. I had to do a whole lot of digging. There were silver swords, there were swords that were $3, $4, $5, and it took me about a good day to dig through all of that other nonsense and get to something where I knew that I could make a phenomenal profit on, which was this. And so once I found this product, and once I saw the product selling over on Watch Count, I knew that I had a winner. Let's go ahead and take a look at the campaign, and we'll see some pretty extensive testing that I did on this particular campaign. Now, this campaign was back on April 23rd, and we ran this for a couple weeks hard, and then we just kind of let it taper off and let the viral traffic start to move and make sales for us. And so I'm optimizing off of Add to Cart Pixel. Now, I wanted a whole lot of people with buying intent, and I knew this offer was kind of a hot offer at the time. No one else was running this, and this is before free plus shipping became the new fad, so I had no competition in this market. Now, I went after this product, like I said, because I was selling it on Watch Count, but also it's because it is one of my main niches that we move things in, that we could do so consistently over and over and over again with little to no competition. And so the Add to Cart Pixel in this niche, we have a lot of buyers, but we also have a lot of people that are curious, and that's just giving me a lot of really solid data, and it's giving Facebook a lot of data to work with and allowing them to go out and to optimize my campaign in a way that would have me see the kind of results that I want to see. So let's start off with the first day of this campaign, and then we'll kind of go through the first couple days and take a top-down look at it and what I did with my targeting as well. So it looks like the first day I ran this campaign was April the 23rd, and we'll go from there. Like I said, I started off with the Add to Cart Pixel. And so right away you see I have a few different things up in split testing. Now my budget wasn't always $15. My budget started off at $5 or $6 a day, and then I raised it appropriately. But right now, we're on April 23rd. Let's go ahead and click into the top ad set. Alright, so we're in the top ad set. You can see my targeting here is just very broad, The Legend of Zelda, 1.5 million people, right? And so, add to carts, that's what I'm optimizing off on. I knew right away I had a winner. One, because my competition was virtually non-existent. I'm paying 48 cents for every 1,000 people reached. I knew that I could make money in this offer literally every day until I don't know when. But you can see here the engagement across the offer itself is phenomenal. I have 113,000 likes, 11,000 comments, and 31,000 shares in this particular offer. And so this one I knew was a winner right off the back. But like I said, my engagement's really high. I'm not paying a lot to reach these people. And then it's only costing me about 30 cents per add to cart, which isn't bad at all. It's not it's something I'm very happy paying, because every 2 or 3 add to carts, I know that I'm making a sale. So let's go back. Let's see some other ad sets I had split tested out. Alright, let me make sure the 23rd is selected again. Let's do 23 to 27 because I think that performed decent as well. So again, yeah, we have the same targeting. I'm paying 70 cents per 1,000 people reached on average. We had about 8 conversions here at 49 cents a conversion. Again, really good engagement, and so I'm not upset at all. I knew this one was a winner. I was getting sales almost instantly as soon as the ad was running, and so I was pretty happy with it. So the campaign overall, like I said, I was optimizing off of the add to cart pixel. And because of that, I have a whole lot of data that Facebook was optimizing off of. You see my reach. I have almost 2.4 million people reached. Frequency is a little bit high. I started to hit them over and over again at the end. And so my cost per conversion went up. It almost tripled. But I was still a positive ROI, so I'm fine with that. And so we see after my initial 18 to 22 test, I started split testing out the audiences, different audiences that were stacked. So I have audience 2 here. I have Twilight Princess, which I believe is a game. Pretty sure it's a game. 90% sure that it's a Zelda game. And then I have a lot of other audiences that I just kind of determined weren't worth going after simply due to the cost per conversion. Alright, so let's get back to the focus on one of my split tests out, the audience 2. Now to see the audience 2, my split test out, I take my own advice and I split test by age and interest. Right, this is only one interest, and so that's why it's just named audience 2 and not a particular interest name. But I'm split testing out by age because I really do want to see how this audience is going to react now, not only at the age level, but at the placement level and then at the interest level. I'm in the scaling phase. I did all of my scaling within this one campaign. I didn't split it out into multiple campaigns. And so all my scaling was done really just in the Master Sword campaign. So we see here, over the course of time, I ended up paying about $1.70 OCPM towards the end. But we see the statistics. I'm paying, on average, over the course of this campaign, $1.74 add to cart. And even though at the end it started to rise a little bit, I'm still making a sale every $2 to $3, which I'm perfectly fine with. And so this campaign had a lot of really good engagement. I mean, 21,000 likes, views, I guess, 4,400 shares roughly. I mean, you saw the statistics. It's really good engagement on the ad. And then because of that, I was very, very confident to let this ad run pretty much unattended, at which point I went almost insane with my scaling process. So you see here I have my generic 18 to 21, 22 to 25, which is kind of my quote-unquote test ads, right? Then I have the split testing out of the audience and the interest size with the 18 to 22 mobile of a particular interest. Now I'm going with the other interests who are kind of segmented out, the Twilight Princess, 28 to 32 mobile. I have a desktop version for that as well. And then we see the ones that I killed here. The winner for me on this campaign, the kind of takeaway for me on this, was essentially going after the add to cart pixel very, very aggressively over the course of the campaign and then seeing really good results consistently. Now that was key to me. One thing I do want to point out, much like with my other campaign, is my targeting for the no target, about 83 million people in this case. We see here now I'm optimizing off of the add to cart, but I'm also tracking conversions because now I need to make sure that I'm getting sales from this. I'm not content just letting it ride and building up a whole lot of social proof for nothing, especially targeting 83 million people. And so we see $243 spent and about 43 tracked sales. I'm sure there were more, but just going off of the statistics, I'm paying about $5 and something per sale, which isn't bad at all. It still leaves me with $9, $10 profit on the item after fulfillment and everything, which I'm perfectly happy with. My OCPM, 62 cents, we could kind of guess that because of my estimated reach, 83 million people. I don't have to be in competition with all of this nonsense, right? And so, very low cost, very large reach, a little bit low engagement, but because of my large reach and low cost, I have a lot of clicks to the offer, 11,000 clicks. And again, this isn't very targeted interest. This is me targeting people ages 18 to 45 who was my best performing demographic on the newsfeed and desktop newsfeed and then right column as well, right? So this is me going off into Facebook and saying, hey, here's what I got. I'm going to put this at a low budget, now go make me money, and that's essentially what happened. So this is my Master Sword campaign. We ran this for a couple weeks aggressively, and then we kind of tapered off and allowed it to go into quote-unquote evergreen mode, where we only left our winning interest and our winning demographics. We only let that run at a low budget. And so you see here as it starts to taper off, when you get 26 conversions or 27 conversions, 33 conversions, we'd make 5 and 10 sales a day on this, but we'd only be paying $20, $30. So a really low CPA and a consistent ROI over the course of, when is this? We let it run April till about May 27th. So for about a month, just phenomenal ROI on this particular campaign, a really low cost per conversion, a lot of reach. And then again, we made $26,000 off of this, making about $9, $10 profit per item sold. And so we came out about 10,000, 12,000, about $12,000 to $14,000 ahead after fixing some shipping issues and things of that nature, and all off of a product that had 300 sales according to watch count. So this is an example of a physical product that really took off utilizing Facebook ads and set theory. And you can kind of see with my OCPMs of the campaign and with my engagement that I knew I had a winner here. And so especially in the scale phase, I wasn't afraid to just go after the insanely large audiences, which most people tend to be or tend to think is competitive. But now after going through the course, I hope you see that these audiences really aren't what's competitive. It all depends on your offer and then how you frame that offer and then how you test out your audiences during the phases. So again, I hope this campaign and this case study has been eye-opening for you with what is possible utilizing Facebook ads and set theory. If you have any questions, concerns on this or something else you want me to go over in this campaign, just tag me or drop me a message in the Facebook group and I'll get back to that as soon as possible.